Another game that I like to play with the children using the interactive hundreds chart is what I call the concentration game of addition and the concentration game of subtraction. Now, you can combine both as we are going to do here. The children themselves, they also have a 100 square on their table and they have a bunch of counters. So they're going to follow along your instructions, putting counters on the relevant numbers, and at the end then, they're going to compare the numbers that they have on their hundreds chart, the ones they have marked, with the pattern that you have marked. So before you begin this game, you need to unplug your laptop from the interactive whiteboard projector so that the children can see what you are doing. So this game is designed to sharpen up their skills of addition of units and then crossing the boundaries of the tens, either going up in tens or subtracting in tens. And it goes like this. So you say to the children, right, can everybody put their first counter on 1? Now follow along. Next counter plus 1. So everyone should have it on number 2. And here we go. Follow along, put your counters down. Plus 1, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 10, plus 10, plus 1, plus 10, plus 1, plus 1. Subtract 10, subtract 10, subtract 10, subtract 10, subtract 1, subtract 1. So now you plug back in your overhead projector and the children can then compare their chart to your chart. And you can see that the children then have marked, they should have the same pathway marked if they were following along and adding on the tens and the units or subtracting the tens and the units as well. So this child here has put the counter in this pattern and they can compare the pattern that they have marked by going back through it. And really the way you're going to know is you could even ask before you reveal. You say, Martin, what number did you finish on? If Martin says 37, Mary, what number did you finish on? Mary might say 20 because she may have gone wrong here somewhere. So if everybody has finished on 37, well then they have the pathway correct and they have actually added the units and added the tens and subtracted the tens and the units correctly as they went. So again, this is a really useful game to really practice a lot of addition and subtraction using their knowledge of number patterns on the 100 square. But you can decide to start wherever you want, and you could even draw yourself a pattern yourself and then call out the addition and the subtraction sequence that would take the children, if they were doing it correctly, along the same pathway.